Yes. All right.
Okay, welcome back everybody. This is the August episode of From The Helm with MarineMax. And again, I'm Kelly.
And I'm Lisa.
And this is
River. We've got a special guest with us today.
River, welcome. Welcome to the show. So today we have a very special episode. As you can see, we have our special guest, River the Corgi. And we're going to be talking a little bit about MarineMax Pets, hashtag MarineMax Pets, which is a giveaway we're going to be doing on MarineMax social media. We're also going to be talking about MarineMax pet safety tips, ways that you can keep your pet safe while they're out on the water. And as you see here, we have a lot of different things that can keep your pets safe out on the boat. So we'll be talking about that briefly. We're also going to be talking about featured boats, including Ocean Alexander, Azimut Yachts, Galeon Yachts, and Aquila boats. There's a lot of new models coming out from those manufacturers, and a few of them are already out, and you can check them out at your local MarineMax store. But we'll definitely be talking about those. There's been a ton of events going on.
Yes, there has. I just came back from a weekend. You just came back from a weekend.
Yep.
We've got a lot of stuff upcoming. So we will we'll definitely cover a little bit of all of what's going on, what's been going on.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of events always going on at MarineMax, and of course it's the summertime, so people are having fun, people are out on their boats and having a good time. So we'll be discussing a few of the events that have already happened, but a few of the events that are going to be coming up here in the near future.
Yes, very exciting.
And of course, as we do every month, we're going to be doing shout outs with our customers and fans who have been putting in their comments and asking questions about, how can they do this with their boat, or what kind of events can they go on with their boat. So we're going to be talking about shout outs and customer questions. So not only that, but fan of the month. And of course, next month, we are also going to have a pretty cool episode coming next month. So we'll talk about that at the end of the show. So be sure to stay tuned for that.
Awesome. Well, let's roll into our pet safety tips.
Okay.
I know River's getting a little antsy over here. She's got treats in the corner. So in front of me, you can see a plethora of different items that are handy to have on board your boat if you're going to be out all day. We have these collapsible food and water bowls. There are also water dishes that come with a portable water container and a little water bowl, so you can put it in. I know, are you thirsty already?
Oh yeah.
So definitely containers for food and water. Leash if you end up finding a park or getting on land and you need to make sure to take care of your dog.
Always bring the bags, right?
Yeah, always, and then the bags, of course. Toys to keep your dog entertained. This one is floatable. It has reflectors on it, definitely a bright color. And then, of course, life jacket. Life jacket safety is not only important for humans, but also dogs. This one's a little too small for you, but we have reflective paneling, we've got bright colors, we've got a little handle, so if your dog does go overboard and you need to, be right there to get her or him out.
And strap a leash on pretty easily, too.
Yeah, strap a leash right here. Yep. Definitely, and if, I know Kelly and I were talking about it earlier, if you wanted to get matching life jackets with you and your pup, I'm sure that's doable.
Yeah,
Google it.
Having Spiffy and myself having matching life jackets would be great for a day out on the water.
And then, of course, towels for your pup, and then a carrying bag. And we've got this beautiful kit from MarineMax, which you can win if you share your photos with us. Our next giveaway is hashtag MMXPets. We want to see pictures of you and your furry friends out on the water, donning their safety gear, drinking out of their water bowls, having a good old time. Sunglasses? I love sunglasses on dogs. That's just the most fun ever. So definitely hashtag MMXPets, and we'll be choosing winners, and you can win all of this gear.
Yeah, and of course, be sure to check out your local MarineMax store if you're looking to get these kind of things, or if you have any questions about, maybe some safety things that they can get for their pets.
Yep.
But also, a couple of these things are from our MarineMax Boating Gear Center, which is at this local MarineMax Clearwater store. So if you're looking for any kind of accessories or anything for your pet out on the water, just stop by your local store, and we have a lot of that stuff in-house.
Yes, we do. And if we don't have it in-house, we can help you order it.
We can always find a way.
Yes. All right, so moving forward, I know we've got a lot of feature boats that we want to talk about.
Sure.
And Kelly, I'm deferring to you, your expertise, since you've just been to Yacht Expo and all these fun events, Lobster Bash.
Yeah, it could be worse, right?
Yeah, I know. Life could be worse. Tell me more about what's coming up from our awesome manufacturers.
Yeah, definitely. So, I always get an opportunity to speak with our local manufacturers and people from, the manufacturers from all over the world. And what we're going to be talking about today are some of the luxury brands that we have. So, Ocean Alexander, it's a nice way to start off with Ocean Alexander being one of our largest boating manufacturers. And the 90R is what I'm focusing on for this episode. The 90R is an open bridge motor yacht. It was designed in part by Evan Marshall, who's done a lot of design work on previous models from Ocean Alexander, as well as the rest of the team at Ocean Alexander. This thing, if you haven't seen pictures of it, just Google it. Just check out our website. We have more information on this boat, and we'll continue to have more information. The 90R from Ocean Alexander is, I have to say, probably the best looking boat I've seen all year. I mean,
that's a bold statement.
This thing is insane. Of course, it's around 90 feet. And,
it's a lot of boat.
It's just intense. When you see this boat, it's just gorgeous. So check out the 90R from Ocean Alexander. Powerful boat, extremely safe and seaworthy, as all Ocean Alexanders are. And of course, it's beautiful. It is the best looking Ocean Alexander. I mean, it's crazy. It's beautiful. So I can't say enough about that boat.
That's awesome. I'll definitely keep my eye out for the 90R. I'm imagining Fort Lauderdale, Miami Boat Show.
Yes, I believe Fort Lauderdale. But be sure to check out, talk to your local MarineMax representative, and you'll be able to, get a private showing maybe at the next boat show. So
true.
That's really exciting. Azimuth yachts we'll be talking about here. The Azimuth Verve. The Azimuth Verve line is just crazy cool. It's outboard power, but azimuth beauty. So, I mean, if you consider...
Very well said, Kelly. Very well said.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you're in the Tampa Bay area or you're in Miami, you want to jet across, some of the, go under the causeways and have a good time out on the boat. I mean, that Verve boat is just, it's really cool.
Yes, we actually have one here at Clearwater, and we were out this morning taking a look, and they have some movable seats, so if you have a lot of people, little people, you can kind of adjust. There is a fold-down swim platform, so you can get in and out of the water pretty easily. A wine cooler, which I thought was pretty cool. Just a really neat-looking boat. And, of course, the Azimuth Italian Beauty. Can't beat it.
And outboard. I mean, you got quad, I believe quad 350s on the back, so that thing's just going to fly. I mean, it's just it's a quick boat, and it's, of course, outboard power, which there's a lot of advantages to that. And it's something unique from Azimuth.
From Azimuth, yep.
So we're also going to be talking about the Atlantis line from Azimuth, which is kind of the offshoot brand, but it's also a very capable boat for Miami market. It's great. The Tampa Bay area, pretty much anywhere where you want to have a party. I see the Atlantis lineup is a really good boat. It's all open cockpit, so you can kind of walk around. You don't have to open doors or anything like that. It's open, so a lot of people they don't want to wipe their feet off or take their shoes off before going inside. You don't have to with this boat. You're soaking wet. You just got out of the water. You want to listen to some music and cool off. You just walk right in. So
nice. It's
a really cool boat. There's a few boats in the Atlantis lineup, so be sure to of course, check out MarineMax.com and check out your local MarineMax for more information on those.
Fantastic.
We got a ton of boats to talk about.
We do have a ton of boats to talk about.
We'll talk Galeon here. So Galeon Yachts, one of our newest and one of our most incredible new brands. Talking 405 HTS. The Galeon 405 HTS is a great boat. I've actually had the privilege of doing a photo shoot on this boat, and it's really got me in tune with some of the benefits of it.
Okay.
And of course, it's stern drive. So I mean, there's a lot of benefits to stern drive boats, especially in this area. If you want to anchor out and just kind of swim to shore or even walk to shore, I mean, stern drive, you get better performance and shallow draft capabilities.
Yep.
So I mean, it's really a great opportunity to just anchor up, hang out if you want to hang out on the boat, or if you want to go right to shore. It makes it really easy to do so.
Awesome.
So that is from Galeon. Of course, we have a ton of new stuff coming from Galeon, a lot of new models. So be sure to get to your local MarineMax and ask, when am I going to see the new models from Galeon? And of course, we have a lot of really good inventory already from the Galeon models. And have you been aboard Galeon?
I have. We actually have one here in a Clearwater showroom. It's just out of the camera shot, but we've got the 510 Sky.
Yeah. And I'm looking at it right now. This thing is awesome.
Yeah. The sides open up. Yeah, it's fantastic. Galeon is definitely beauty. And they do great job, great craftsmanship.
And it's unique. I've noticed on the water, you can actually tell. You're like, there's a Galeon. And a lot of models, a lot of brands, you're like, they all kind of a bunch of white, fiberglass, but it's like, that's a Galeon.
Yes, very standout.
All right, and Aquila. Okay,
Yes.
power catamarans.
Yes, we've got a couple of those here in Clearwater too.
Yeah, so the Aquila 30 is coming.
Yeah.
So we have the Aquila 36, the Aquila 44, and the Aquila 48. Now we have the Aquila 30, the little brother of the 36.
That's going to be exciting.
Outboard power, it has a unique swim platform that actually goes around the outboards. So this is something new in the industry, and they're pretty excited about it. You'll be seeing that probably at Miami this year, so it's a little further out, but get your popcorn ready.
I like that.
It's a Terrell Owens reference, but yeah. So we have the Aquila 30 as well as the Aquila 68, which is going to be, of course, the biggest boat from Aquila power catamaran. So it's going to be a power cat, a nearly 70-foot power catamaran.
It's a lot of space.
A lot of space.
I think the 44 is a ton of space.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. That's quite a bit larger.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be a sight to see for sure.
It's a proper yacht, and I think that's what they're going for with this model. Is it's going to be a proper yacht experience.
Yeah.
It's going to be something where you can just relax, kick back with a bunch of friends. Ton of seating space, ton of open world space where you can go up on the flybridge and hang out. But I'm sure the interior is just going to be
it'll be
insane.
top notch. It'll be top notch. That'll be fun to see the 30 and the 68 join the Aquila Owners Rendezvous team. I know that, segmenting into events.
Yeah, definitely.
We just had our Aquila Owners Rendezvous, the first annual down in South Seas on Captiva Island past weekend, 2 weekends ago. And we had 12 Aquila catamarans rafted up together. And we've got a bunch of photo, we've got a bunch of video we're going to be pushing out. It's a sight to see. And most of them are 44s. I think there was 136. But to see that many catamarans together was pretty magnificent.
Sure.
And
I bet it was a pretty stable crowd there, having all those cats right next to each other.
Oh yeah, it'll be fun to add some variety, add the 30, add the 68 in there if we get some of those in market. It was a lot of fun. So Aquila's definitely doing some great things.
Oh yeah, Aquila is definitely one of the innovators out there in the boating industry. So it's always cool to see the new stuff that's coming out of them. And also some of these, like you said, these events where a lot of the owners can kind of get together, talk shop, talk about what they love about their boats, enjoy them together, but also having their MarineMax team right there. So if they have any questions, they can get it answered.
Awesome. So I know that you just came back from a fun event.
Yeah,
Where were you?
We'll start with, this is actually a nice segue because I was aboard the Aquila 44 at the Yacht Expo up in Baltimore.
Oh.
So it was an amazing event. The weather was pretty crappy on Saturday. It was rainy. The rain was literally going like horizontally. But it also showed, some of the capabilities of these boats. And that's what
good point.
A lot of the customers talked about that. They're like, we don't care if it's raining. This is actually a good thing because we can see what the capabilities are of these Galeons, of these Aquila boats and azimuths. So
that's a very good point.
Of course, the Aquila 44, you're out there and it's just blowing wind and rain, and it was like you're just cruising right through. So the power of a catamaran in not even having any stabilization, but still just being that stable is something to be said. So, but it was a great event. Of course, the Galeon lineup was there, and it was all with the backdrop of Baltimore with the Four Seasons behind you.
I've seen pictures. It looked pretty spectacular.
Yeah, really incredible event. And of course, the manufacturers were there, and everybody had a great time. The cocktail hour on Friday night was very nice. Obviously, the weather was perfect that day, and then the day of the event, it gets a little rainy.
Got a little hairy.
That's how it goes, right?
It does.
That's boating, too.
I know, and your boaters, because I heard that the rain didn't slow anybody down. Everybody was still out there having a great time.
Yeah, they're like, we don't care. We love boating, and we want to check out some of these boats. So
that's fantastic.
And of course, Lobster Bash. If anybody's ever heard of Lobster Bash, or if you attended this year, it was a great event last week. The weather was perfect. It was just a great opportunity for all these boaters from East Florida to get together and just enjoy the boating experience.
That's awesome. I know you put together a video.
Yes.
I've not yet had a chance to watch it yet. I know it's sitting in my inbox. I got the MarineMax newsletter that goes out every Wednesday.
Sure.
And that's one of the featured touts in there. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to watching it because I've got some friends over there on the East Coast that I'm looking for. Looking for you, Kyle Roney.
Yeah, Kyle had a great experience. Paul and Christian.
They do a great job.
Christian at the Miami store and his whole team were there, and it was great. And some of these people, it was pretty cool. We were on the 550 fly from Galeon heading over from Pompano Beach.
It's rough, right?
Over to Bimini. And we kind of turn around and we see like a 27-foot Sea Ray just right behind us cruising like it's it's easy, and that's what's the benefits of the Getaways, or you can be with all these different people. You don't have to do it alone. So if it's your first time crossing over from the United States over to the Bahamas, you can do so, and knowing that you have a team there that'll help you out.
Yes, that's amazing.
So, and of course, the weather was good, and the power stayed on, so it's a great time.
That's a good time, especially in Bimini.
Great time in paradise.
Well, I was just out, I was up at Homosassa Riverside Resort, and we went scalloping.
Oh, yeah.
So we took a group of about 12 customer boats, and we all trailered up there, and had a great Docktails event on Friday night, kind of met everybody, and then we went out and had a beautiful weather on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Some people got half buckets, some people got 2 buckets.
Jeez.
It was a sea of people scalloping. It was a sight to see. We had a good time. So we did scalloping for most of the day, and then shimmied up the river and had a float party. And
That sounds pretty relaxing.
it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome. So
if anybody out there has ever done any scalloping, definitely tell us about it. We'd love to hear your stories about.
Yeah, I heard that. I always thought that the scallop sat on top of the seagrass. So that's kind of where I was hunting. And we had the boat that got like 2 buckets.
Mm-hmm.
The guy came over and said, "No, you got to get down. You got to, get into the bottom and shake your hands in the sand, and you can find more." And clearly, he had something going on. He had 2 buckets. I had a half a bucket. So I learned something this year about scalloping. So if anybody else has any tips and tricks, I'd be interested to hear those too.
It's somewhat unrelated, but I saw a video online where a guy on a boat actually taught his dog how to catch lobsters. So he would pretty much just be in somewhat shallow water, maybe 10 foot of water, point down, and then the dog would dive, catch a live lobster, bring it back to the boat.
I don't want to touch a live lobster with my hand, let alone my face. That is a brave dog.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if our special guest River has had an opportunity to catch lobsters yet, but
I don't know, corgi lobster hunting. I think we've got a thing going here.
Yeah, they're trained well for that, I think. So
that's pretty neat.
Well, that's cool. So scalloping.
Yeah, scalloping's fun. I'm looking forward to doing it again next year. I mean, I know upcoming, we've got a ton of events coming up too. I know Boston Whaler does their owner's rendezvous on Princess Pass right out here off of Fort DeSoto in the Clearwater St. Pete area. They're doing theirs on August 25th.
Okay.
And it's basically a sandbar party where everybody, who owns a Boston Whaler, we get together, we raft up, we meet and greet, have drinks and some food, and it's really fun to get all those whalers together because people like to see what other people have done to their boats, especially when you're in the same brand or you have like the next model up, because a lot of people look to move up. You start with the 15 Super Sport, and then you're like, well, maybe I could use a little bit more room,
or
we're
see
having
the different
a baby.
range too. I mean, you have so much variety with the Boston Whalers. You have Dauntless and Montauk and Realm now and Outrage. So there's so many different things you can just kind of look at them and be like, wow, that is the next boat.
That is definitely neat. So that's coming up in August. And then I know that our Sarasota store is doing their Aquapalooza. They've pushed that back to September 1st. And that is, again, not brand specific. It's just a MarineMax event. They just get a ton of people together.
Sure.
And they do a sandbar party right outside of the MarineMax Sarasota on New Pass. And that's a great event. They get a lot of people out there, and they did just reschedule that to September 1st. So if you've not heard that yet, that is the new date for that event.
Okay.
So that's going to be fun too.
Well, if you're in the Sarasota area and you're looking to get into that event possibly, you can probably reach out to their store, right?
Yeah.
Kelly Page and
best place to look for all these events that we've been talking about is marinemax.com/events. We have search criteria, so you can look in your area, find out what's going on, not only events that we've been talking about, but also classes and a bunch of other stuff on there. So if you're new to boating, if you're a new owner, get online and look, because we're doing a lot, and it's a lot of fun to get people together and help them use their boats.
And of course, if you're on marinemax.com, check out our boats. We have a ton of new and pre-owned boats to check out. So look through our inventory. All the stuff that we've been talking about today are on there either for sale, or we have some kind of sneak peeks and hints at the boats that are going to be coming out in the near future. So it's a plethora of information. And of course, our social media pages on YouTube. Just check out MarineMax and Facebook, MarineMax Leisure, and Twitter as well. I mean, there's a ton of social media. Of course, I'm leaving out Instagram. There's so many different things that you
How dare you?
Yeah, so much social media out there. It's just it's great to absorb all that and keep going in the boating world. So a couple other events that I'd like to discuss. We have next week is Sea Ray's summer event in Montauk.
Oh, very nice.
Montauk, the Hamptons. It's always a good opportunity for people to get away from the big city and relax.
That will be fun. So what are they doing? They're just doing a little raft up party?
Oh, no. They pretty much bring a lot of the new Sea Ray boats together, and a lot of owners kind of come together and just have a weekend of fun,
awesome.
hopefully in the sun, and just relax in Montauk. So if you haven't been to Montauk, it's one of the most beautiful places in the United States, and it's going to be a great event. As well as St. Michael's Getaway in Maryland. That will be September 14th through 16th. And Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show starting on Halloween.
Yes.
Woo-hoo. So it's going to be pretty crazy, as Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show always is. So if you want, definitely talk to your local MarineMax store, your sales team, and we'll get you some tickets and check out all the latest models.
Awesome.
Maybe that 90R too.
Hopefully.
So.
All right. So we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please drop them in the notes below. We'll be checking those periodically. And of course, we want to hear from you. What else can we discuss in our September edition? If you have any ideas, let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't have to be live. If you guys have questions
do we
later.
have any questions or comments currently?
We do, but first I want to thank Manuel, Carla,
Ooh.
Bob, Abby, Elizabeth, and Amanda all for tuning in.
All right.
Hi, guys.
Welcome.
And a couple of questions.
Sure.
You guys mentioned such great events, but where can you sign up for those?
Online. We post everything on marinemax.com/events. So like I mentioned before, you can search your state, search your store, search your general area, and you'll pull up a list of what's going on. If you click through, there's usually a little bit more detail and then a little form you can fill out to submit your name, your number, your email address. And whoever's in charge of that event will get your information and contact you regarding details, how to sign up, how much does it cost, all those good things. Good question.
All right. And then we have another question from Abby. She wants to know how many outboards are on the Azimuth Verve 40.
I believe there's 3. So you have 3 outboards. I might have said 4, but it's 3 350 Verados, and just an incredible boat. So again, if you're in the Clearwater area, we have one sitting right out here ready to go.
And then we have one last question. You guys have such interesting stuff in front of you. Where can we buy animal products such as like life jackets and things for our boat?
That is a good question. Also, I know MarineMax, we don't really stock a lot of the life jackets because dogs are so specific. You see, this one probably wouldn't fit River, so if River were to come in wanting a life jacket, we'd have to special order her one. But I did talk to Chris in our parts department, and he said, you know what, we help customers order life jackets all the time. So you could stop into your local MarineMax store and we can hook you up. Or I just did a quick little search online. As Amazon's a great tool if you're looking for something specific. There's also, not sponsored, but Chewy.com is a great resource for everything pets.
Yep.
I know we've gotten food off there. They've got toys, leashes, just another great resource.
And I know Roughware's all, again.
Yeah? No plug,
not
not
promoted or
sponsored.
anything like that, but Roughware is definitely a great brand as well for all things dog, harnesses, leashes. Of course, if you check the video that we did for pet safety a while back with the dog, that we actually had a Roughwear life jacket too. So
That
really
was-
good stuff.
Yes, fantastic.
All right, well, thank you for the questions. We appreciate it. And if you have any more, be sure to leave them in the comments, and we'll get back to you after this is completed.
Yes, sir. All right, now shouting out our fan of the month.
Sure.
Judson L is our winner of our hashtag Show Us Your Burgee contest.
Congratulations, Judson.
Yes, congratulations. It looks like you had a great time on the bow of your boat with all your friends. We saw that 20th anniversary edition MarineMax Burgee flying high, and we appreciate you and hope you had a good time with your buddies. And if you're wondering how you could be a winner, hashtag Show Us Your Burgee. And if you don't know what burgee is, it's a little triangular flag that symbolizes a group or of boaters. We give them away to most of our new boat owners, and we are specializing our 20th anniversary edition. So if you're looking for one, stop in your local MarineMax store to pick up one. Ask how you can get one there.
Pretty sure it's going to be a collector's item one day too. So,
I think so.
Get your burgee now, and in 20 years, that thing, put it on eBay, and it'll probably be worth, I don't know, Hunter, what do you think about it? A couple $100?
Yeah.
He says
10,000.
10,000. All right.
So we do have a couple of contests. Hashtag Show Us Your Burgee, and then also hashtag MMX Pets. share with us your boating adventures. We definitely like to see it, and we give you stuff. So share with us, and we will hook you up with some prizes.
So that about does it for this month. Definitely check us out on social media at Instagram, MarineMax Online, MarineMax Facebook page at MarineMax Leisure. We also have MarineMax Yachts, and of course, all of your MarineMax stores have their own Facebook pages, which will keep you filled in on things that are happening at your particular store.
Yes,
makes things a lot easier if if you're having events or asking questions for your local MarineMax sales or Getaways team or anything like that. Check that out. Of course, our YouTube channel is growing every day. We put a ton of great content out on there, so check out our MarineMax YouTube channel, and of course, marinemax.com.
Yes.
So
all right.
That just about does it. River, what do you think? You had a good time?
I wish we could conjure up a bark.
Yeah. She's pretty, I think she's surrounded by boats right now, and she just kind of is like, okay, enough of this, let's go out on a boat.
Yeah, right.
So I think that's what we're going to do. So again, stay tuned next month. We're actually going to be with Boston Whaler and Jeff
that's
Vaughn,
exciting.
the Vice President of Sales, Marketing, and Customer Service with Boston Whaler. So be sure to stay tuned. That's going to be September 6th. We're going to be over at Boston Whaler. As you can see behind me, we have this incredible 420 Outrage with the quad 300s on the back. Sorry, 350s. So quad 350s, 420 Outrage. So we'll see you next month.
Yes. See you guys.
All right. So which boat do you want to go out on, River? Just point with your paw.
The 420.
Yeah,
I think the 420.
I don't know. She's
Why
kind of
would you
looking at
even-
one of these Outrages over here.
I don't know. I think gray might be the favorite color.
She's
Gray,
starting to
gray,
look at the
gray.
Vantage.
What do you think?
I think she's
do you
thinking
think?
Galeon now.
What do you think?
She's kind of, she just can't. Well, that was a pretty good episode.